Wait, hold up. Nintendo actually fixed all the broken games? Really? What is happening, Internet? Kwing here, one of the co-hosts of Kwings Let's Plays, and remember that video that I did? Yeah, you know, the one that's playing right now. I did such a good job editing that. Anyway, so apparently, as of May 27th, Nintendo has tested a lot of games since April 24th, 2025. And, well, I mean, here's what I have to report. But before we get started with that, make sure you subscribe if you like this content. If you don't like this content, subscribe anyway. And tell me why you like or don't like this content in the comment section below. So, originally, I made a mistake. Apparently, there are over 15,000 partner games, and 20% will not work from around the world. What is going on here? That's 3,000 games that have, as Nintendo puts it, games that are playable but have issues in certain parts of the game, and we're gonna get to that. But now, now there's 3,000 games for partners. And, you know, before I thought there was only 12,500 Nintendo Switch games when you count Japan, China, Europe, America. But I guess I missed Canada. Sorry, Canada. But Nintendo's saying 15,000 partner games, and that's a lot. So this number may, you know, kind of spook some people, but I've been over the list that we're going to go over today, and there's not 3,000 games in this list, so I have no idea what's going on. But let's start with some good news first. For the most part, there are really no games that are not compatible on Nintendo Switch for the partner games for Switch 2. There were a couple issues known as the little orange icon thingies that you see here. Isn't this a nice graph? That's a nice graph. No issues were found during startup. Let's look at games with issues that are planned to be addressed with a day one patch. This is what I like to see, okay? Let's go. Okay, so remember this one? This was the one that a lot of people were freaking out over. There was a lot of arcade games, Art of Fighting, Samurai Showdown, King of Fighters 95, King of Fighters 96, and well, there's just way too many to name. 112 Operator, Airhead, Alchemy Garden, Baron, Fur is Gonna Fly, Batman the Enemy Within, Beyond the Ice Palace 2, Boot Hill Boundaries, Bus Simulator, Death Coming, Doom Eternal, Egg Party, Ender Magnolia, Everspace, Fabby's Mosaic, I don't know what that is, Fitness Boxing, Floor Kids, Fortnite, the Switch Edition, Frame Collection, Gal Guardians Demon Purge, Gas Guzzlers Extreme, Guns Gore Cannoli, Island Flight Simulator, Korean Drone Flying, Tour of Jeju, Mexican Train, Monster Energy Supercross, NBA 2K25, Nova 111, OMG Police Car Chase Simulator, Parents vs. Kids, Pizza Tower, Process of Elimination, Star Wars Dark Forces, Super Mega Baseball 3, the Jackbox Party Stuff, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, Victor Varian Overkill, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I remember that. Wolfgang 2001, World of Tanks Blitz, and Extreme Sports. So if your name was on this list, then your game is planned to be fixed via patch on the first update for the Switch 2. So that's not bad. I mean, this list has at least probably 50 games. So that's pretty good, right? Especially Doom Eternal. There were a lot of people very upset about Doom Eternal. And again, it's really funny that the Batman Arkham Trilogy collection, if you know, you know, says it's going to work day one on Switch 2, which I don't know. That's a doubt for me, ladies and gentlemen. But Doom, Gal Guardians, a lot of people were upset over Pizza Party, or Pizza Tower, sorry. I could have a Pizza Party right about now. Dark Forces Remaster, you know, all that stuff. So there you go. So people concerned about that, I got you covered. Now let's go on to more bad news, right? Yep, it's time for more of the not-so-good news. Games that are playable but have some in-game compatibility issues. Now this PDF is a little bit bigger than the last one. Are we sure this is really 3,000 games that aren't going to work with the Switch 2? Because this is a very small PDF. Maybe there are more games in Japan. These are Nintendo Switch games that start up on the Switch 2, but could include some game compatibility issues. Now, notice how they say could include. Also, it's interesting that Hamster is on this list quite a bit, and Gameloft. Asphalt Legends! Oh no. Anyway, so these issues are still being investigated, but it says a patch is likely during the launch window. So again, this is pretty good. So the games that still may have problems, may not, that you're trying to play on your Switch 2 from the Nintendo Switch are as follows. Alan Wake Remastered, Alien, Isolation. Really? More arcade archives from Hamster. Quite a few of them. Let's see. I'm not reading them all. There's like 7 here. Asphalt Legends Unite, and with that brand new Sonic DLC. Ouch. That's not good. Dadish? Is that what that's? Yeah, that says Dadish. Dex. Dust and Elysian Trail. Elderland. Factoro. Fall Guys. Well, that's a given. Who still plays Fall Guys? Can I see a show of hands? How many of you still play Fall Guys? Games Advent Calendar. Really? Godlike Burger. Harvestella is still listed by Square Enix. The issues are still being investigated, but they hope that it's going to be taken care of. Hitman 3 Cloud version. Cloud. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Just Dance 2019. Kaleidoscope. Solitaire. What? Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. One of my favorite games. No. Matchpoint. Tennis. Mega Man Legacy Collection. Ooh, right in the Mega Buster. MotoGP. My Brother the Rabbit. Neptuno Ninja Wars something. Nor Chronicles. Overcooked. All You Can Eat. Good game. Pico Party. Port Royale. Pilot Sports. Raiden. 4 Remix something. Real Car Driving Simulator and Parking. So that's an AI game. Sniper Hunter Scope. Saints Row 4. Re-elected. Smile? Oh, it says Smile Basic 4. Steven Universe Save the Light. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Oh, that still hurts. Stumble Guys. All-Star for Nintendo Switch. Amazing Aria and Sweet Serenade. Love for Nintendo Switch. Debut for Nintendo Switch. Repeat Love for Nintendo Switch. I think these are all dating games. Japanese game. Things I can't say. And this is also titles sold in other regions. So, I mean, I don't know how they can say that, oh yeah, there's 3,000 Nintendo Switch 2 games that aren't going to work. It's like, really? Because I've only... This list, this PDF file does not have that many. Maybe... Let's see, I'm scanning. I think I just read off like maybe 30 games. And this is, again, problems with not starting the game, but there may be some bugs in the game. So the games, more or less, are playable. Probably. I'm going to test that out myself with the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, because that thing's dope. I love Street Fighter. And, of course, Mega Man Legacy Collection. Haven't really done much with the Blue Bomber, but Harvestella is still a big ouch. But, yeah, that's that one. Now it's time for the big PDF. This is probably where the 1,000 games are, right? Let's find out. If not, then we have somebody made a big oopsie on Nintendo's website. And I'm not going to show you this PDF because this is way too much stuff. I'm too lazy. So I'm reading this out for you. This is a pretty decent PDF, but it's not 1,000 games again. So I don't know where they're getting that 20% of Switch 1 games won't be very compatible on the Switch 2. So that's, I'd say probably 500 games, but that's an estimate. I doubt it's 3,000. And I know, I'm a Nintendo shill, as people say it, but, you know, I've grown up with Nintendo all my life, all the way through the time dinosaurs walked the earth and we had to put the NES in our backpack and, you know, cross the lava pits and things like that. It was good times using a UHF connector thing. I believe that's what it was. Before composite and components, we used a coaxial cable. There it is. That's what it was called. Okay, so here, this is really going to hurt my wife. Nintendo Switch games with startup issues on Switch 2. Now, this might not happen to every single Nintendo Switch 2, but if you are a fan of Boyna's Blob Retro Collection or Remake, well, then this is a big ouch for you. A Boyna's Blob Retro Collection and a Boyna's Blob Remake still have startup problems. The issue is still being investigated according to Nintendo. Now, remember when we did this list, I know I'm apologetic, before we did this list for Nintendo a month ago, actually, there were so many more games that didn't work. There was a lot, and they did say a pending update or pending investigation, And already they've fixed like 75 games. So, I mean, you know, and that's just in a month. That's pretty good. Imagine by the end of the year, all these are probably going to work. It's not going to be like the whole Xbox One fiasco, you know, where most of the Xbox games didn't work, and they never did. So, you know, rest assured with that. All right. Time Traveler's Guide to Past Delicacies will not work at right now. Has startup problems. Abyss Memory, Fallen Angel, and Path of Magic. Another Crab's Treasure. And nothing of value was lost. I'm sorry, but the Switch version is terrible. Get it on Steam. Trust me. Unless they're going to have like some way of upscaling that puppy for Switch 2. Yeah, no. Nothing of value is lost. That's a very, very bad port. And I played through it, so I can say that. Arcade Archives Assault. Arcade Archives Burger Time. Arcade Chacken Pop. Crime City. Dragon Spirit. Dragon Saber. Empire City. Dig Dug. Galaxian. Gradius. Metro Cross. New Rally. Pac-Land. These are all arcade games. Oh my gosh. OX. Roller Jammer. Roller Thunder. Romplers. Space Seeker. The Genji and the Clans or something. The Tower of Drogoa, whatever it is. Exvius, or whatever you want to call it. And then, this one still hurts. Assault Suit Lioness 2 was on sale for a while on the Nintendo Switch, and that's still not going to run on Switch 2. So we still have a big handful of arcade archives that aren't going to work, which is a huge bummer as a retro gamer myself. Astral Flux, Baseball Club, Boot Hill Heroes, Botany Manor, Cats Hidden in Italy, no! Chronicles of Heroes 2, still won't work. Clock Tower Rewind, the brand new Way Forward game that just came out, will not run on Switch 2 still. Crazy Strike Bowling, maybe they're going to have like a Switch 2 version, so who cares. Dadish 2, Darksiders Genesis, Dead by Daylight, Everdream Valley, Felix the Cat, Fig. I don't know what Final Fantasy this is. I actually contacted Square and I'm like, hey, what Final Fantasy you're talking about here? Even they don't know. Flan, Grid, Autosport, House Builder. I got Ishkai'd into a shoot 'em up. In My Shadow, Inferno 2, Gang Beast, Jurassic Park Classic Collection. It's like they're not even trying. Kill a Kill. Cosmocrats? What? Killing Time Resurrected? Don't ask a guy with ADD to try to sound out words, okay? Laboratory Rat Escape Simulator. Labyrinth... Did I say Labyrinth already? Labyrinth Galleria, The Moon Society. Library of Runia. Little Nightmares, Complete Edition. Maglent Survivors. Manticore. Mega Mall. Monster Loves You Too. NASCAR Rivals. NPA 2K18. Nico Parappa Volume 2. Nelly what? Nelly the Foul Fleet. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Whoa, wait. We had Neverwinter Nights? Get out. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to look into that. I love Neverwinter Nights. Nier Automaton, The End of Ura Edition. Ouch. So I actually have that. Night of Azra 2, Bride of the New Moon. Nobody Saves the World, Oddworld. Okay, Let's Play Heroes. It's a Cartoon Network game. Something Hunter, Palia, Pine View Drive. Plants vs. Zombie, Battle of Neighborville, Raiden 3. Remothered Tormented. Rhapsody, Meryl Kingdom Chronicles. I think that's actually something my wife is playing. RIMS Racing, River City Zero's Girl. Well, that's an NES game, that makes sense. Rocket League still won't work. Makes me think there's probably going to be a Rocket League Switch 2 thing, you know. Roller Champions, Saviors of Sapphire Wings. Surin Rand, Reflections. Skulls of the Shogun. Soul Dog TD. South of the Circle. South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Starinara, Stella, Mechana, EX, Super Neptuna, RPG is still a no-go. Takio no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival. Did I get that? Tayato Milestones. Oh, that's a collection. Journey Down Trilogy, Tabio's Principal Deluxe Edition. Tokyo Zandu EX Plus. I can't even say that one. Sunken Fossil World, that works. Tricky Towers, Trip World DX, Trove, Trover Saves, TT, Isle of Man, Under Night in Under Birth, oh, it's that fighting game. Under Night in Birth EX, great fighting game, by the way. You should get it on your Switch. Under Knots, V Rally 4, Warface Clutch, Warframe, Warp Shift, What the Dub, Where the Bees Make Honey, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus still won't work, because it's probably a cloud game, WRC 9, the official game, and YouTube! Hey! Now YouTube's added to the list. Well, that's great. Well, I'm guessing YouTube probably isn't going to work because now Crunchyroll is busted. Which is weird because Crunchyroll's been busted on my Switch for about a year. But there you go. So, I mean, that's all the info I have. If you want me to update this story again, I can. But, I mean, in all honesty, I don't really believe there's 15,000 Switch games. Like, I don't think so. I could be wrong. But I just... I don't know. I would believe 122 first-party games since 2017, but 15,000 Switch games and 3,000 have what they know as game is playable, but issues in certain parts of the game, but a majority of all the other games are playable. That's still pretty good. And they have hardly any like issues were found in startup, so that's very low. So in terms of the little graph here that you can see, the games with startup problems is about maybe 0.5%. It's not even 1%. So, and with Nintendo games, it is 0%. So that's pretty good. Anyway, now I want to hear from you guys and gals. How do you feel about the whole these games won't work on Nintendo Switch 2 thing? You think it's a little bit better? Are you feeling better? Were some of your games fixed via patch that people are complaining about? People are like, oh, I'm so upset that I have to wait to use my Switch 2 on June 5th because there's a massive update coming. Well, the massive update is because people are going to complain, these games don't work on Switch 2, and then they're going to work on Switch 2. Now, how long the update's going to take, well, will probably depend on your internet provider. So, if you have bad internet, then it's going to be an ouch. If you have good internet, like me, hopefully it won't be too long. And we can get to streaming Mario Kart. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you subscribe. Tell us why you found the channel and how you found the channel, because we're Shadow Band. We're a secret to everyone, which is why we have a t-shirt that says secret to everyone. Huh. Yeah, I'll see you guys live later today. I might get to look at Asphalt Legends Unite with the new Sonic DLC. I'm going to try, but no promises. All right, guys. God bless and happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you around.